Thanks, Morgan, for doing this.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
So Rosery Flower is supporting our film by donating some flowers, and we have a lot of flowers in our film, so really grateful that you guys have accepted.
Thank you for coming in and choosing us to be your flower proprietor. We absolutely love helping the community and all of our film friends.
So how long have you been working here?
So I've been here for 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah.
Something
absolutely.
Going
Something
on.
has to be, going good for me to stay here that long, and really it is like a second home for me, so I can't see myself going anywhere else.
So what brings you joy in your life here when working here? What's the joy?
Everything, being able to provide for people in all stages of life, birth, anniversaries, birthdays, and even through death, we're able to provide happiness to people. And that really makes my day every single day. Wedding, roses.
Graduation.
Gerber days.
25th anniversary.
Silver.
Birth of a baby.
Yeah. Mums.
So what would be the busiest time for a flower shop?
Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Mother's Day is the busiest because it spans sort of over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone has mothers. Everyone has a mother figure in their life that they want to send something to. Valentine's Day is busy for a single day, but it's really only 2 or 3 days of extreme busyness.
And it's mostly roses.
Yeah.
What makes Rosery, you think, Rosery Florist unique?
I think the fact that it's been a staple in the downtown core of Sudbury for so long, being here for over 86 years, we've sort of seen the community change and evolve over the years, and just being such a staple downtown has been really nice.
And so how many years have you said this?
The store has been here for 86 years.
Okay, I thought I heard that wrong. I'm like, did she say 86 years?
She said 86 years, yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You guys are doing something right. Rosery Florist also does online orders and shipping and getting them to clients right away, and they have to be fresh. How do you manage all of that?
So we cycle a lot of our flowers. We go through bloom stages in our fridges. We have them in various different stages of bloom. So when you order a flower, we know what you're looking for. If we have it available in bloom, we'll send that along. If not, we'll process it out of the fridge and we'll send it along for you. When you call and place an order, we take your order. We usually have all the flowers that you're able to order available right away.
Okay.
In wintertime, deliveries are a little bit more hectic because we don't like to leave anything outside.
Yeah,
flowers
don't like that.
Within a minute. A lot of people don't realize that it's within minutes that those flowers can bruise and freeze. So we make sure someone's home, and we hand deliver it right to the recipient every single time.
Wow, that is service. We really buy flowers for no other reason other than they're beautiful.
And to enjoy them, to enjoy their beauty, and to help bring us joy every day.
Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely.
Like, it's just about doing most beautiful things because it makes us feel better.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too need to, come into a flower shop and even just buy themselves one flower. It makes all the difference. Stop in on a Monday that you're not having a good day. Get yourself something to lift your spirits and enjoy the rest of the week.
So true. I think even just walking in here, smelling
absolutely
the bouquet of flowers makes a difference.
Looking with your eyes and just enjoying the brightness, especially on a cold winter day. It really makes a difference. We're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're always available if you need anything. Just give us a call.
And the best service in town.
Absolutely, hands down.
Nice, this is the space, eh?
Yeah.
So where are we?
We are at Gerry Kingsley's new studio.
Wow, that's cool. You're Clayton Drake, and you work at the City of Sudbury.
That's correct, yeah. Wow. I'm the film officer. I just do film and television for the city. I also work within the community to help people find the connections and the resources they need to make their own projects. If you want to make a movie in Sudbury, then my job is to help you.
But you're also really connected in the community itself, that you're in this position, but you're also a filmmaker, an artist at heart, and I think that makes a difference when you're talking to directors or anything. You're always approaching it more from the creative side and could help them out so much.
If I could say anything to government organizations, they should hire more artists. Because artists are talented in many ways beyond like creative. I think there's maybe like a stigma that goes along with being creative. They tend to be a little scrappier and more persistent, and I find pretty good at looking at the big picture and keeping a long-term focus in mind. Well, without creative people to kind of come up with the good ideas, then I really think that's at the root of everything that's great is in society is a creative vision that someone had at some point.
The people that say, well, there's no money in the arts, or what's the point of the arts, when you could get a job that is more concrete or anything, like what value has it to society or anything, art?
Art helps create complete communities, I think, and complete individuals. And I think, so some people don't care for art or don't see the value in it, and maybe don't really spend much time with it. But I think that everyone watches something on TV, and that requires some level of artistry. It's just like any industry. Like, this stuff needs to get made, and it's get like, if we're talking about like bigger projects and things that are more like job creation oriented, like I think there's a lot of really great stuff that's been made in Sudbury over the years that has also contributed to the economy. Like, if we don't have local artists, then we don't have anyone to work on this stuff, right? So everyone that works on Shorzy, or that works on these larger projects that come to town, those are local artists that are often filmmakers in their own right, or musicians.
And that's why we need to make our own strong community filmmakers that continuously work their muscles of directing and cinematography and producing. And then when these opportunities do come our way, we're ready. We have skilled directors that continuously work. One
thing that we've really been focused on since I started in this role, it'll be 3 years that I've been in this job in May. And one of the things that we really honed in on at the start was kind of breaking down silos in the community and building up our local scene, which is so important to building the grassroots support for something like you're doing with Script Fest.
Sometimes we have to look back to where we were as well, like a few years ago, where it's definitely, there's so many more filmmakers just in the past few years that are actually actively pursuing films and doing their own films. And those cinema socials, pretty much where we had kind of the core of the Dogma 95 team kind of come together through those cinema socials. And those weren't like, there was I think only 3 or 4 in total, but it made a world of impact just getting us in a room together.
There's a lot of people that have made connections at those and like formed long-term partnerships, I think maybe even relationships.
That's just human nature.
But it's not, so one thing I know about from my time in the music industry is any scene that you build, scenes need a sense of place. Sudbury's got like a scrappy kind of pride, like Sudbury's got a chip on its shoulder and a real sense of humor about it. There's a certain like attitude, I think, that comes from being from Sudbury and living here.
But it's also when you leave Sudbury, you also appreciate the beauty that much more. Coming back to it, you're like, damn, we got some really good stuff going for us.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people like continue to make art here, is because they see the potential in the community. Honestly, like, we're fortunate to have up here like putting public art all over the city, so that people are reminded constantly that this is an art city.
What would you say as a young person in Sudbury that wants to work in films but doesn't see a pathway?
Tell them to come talk to you. Like, you're going to be looking for people to help out with projects on Script Fest.
We are looking for crew. Our first film is March 22nd, 23rd, 24th is our shoot date. So he's right. You should get a hold of us because we're shooting those. There's 4 opportunities to get on our sets and grow and learn with us.
Yeah. Do you have an idea for the next round of Script Fest? What you're going to do after
So
These ones are finished?
So-
You finished shooting these ones?
it's going to be season 3, Scriptfest season 3,
Going right into it?
in October.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we reset the cycle, and it's always just growing from there.
You don't really know what the outcome of things are going to. You can't predict what the outcome of things are going to be, but I think if you do things with the right intention, when you're doing the Script Fest, you're obviously only have the best intentions in like making good art and making the community a better place and having a good time. So you probably like a lot of positive, unexpected outcomes come from things that are like aligned in many ways, I think. So like generally, like that people are going to come out of this more experienced and that you're going to create something like as good as you can. But beyond that, like the ripples of how things affect the community when people like take action at the grassroots level, like they tend to move pretty far out. Once like one person learns how to apply for these grants and get the money, then I think that a lot of people will build that skill as well.
And the whole goal is that these people that will make these films, directors, producers, will live, work here, and then they just reinvest their money here as well. It's like, that's the whole idea. It's just unfortunate now that the above the line people just are mostly not from here, so that money is not spent here and reinvested in here.
Yeah, I think it's like bringing the right projects to the city so that they're not just taking. I think maybe like a long time ago there was a few bad actors that came in and kind of rubbed people the wrong way, but we were pretty hard to like try to talk to the right people and bring the right projects to the city. When I was in high school, if you told me there was going to be a TV show on like a major network
About
international
Sudbury.
success about hockey players from Sudbury, like I would never have believed you.
That's so true. That's so true. Yeah.
Letterkenny didn't start as a big big series. Like those guys started as a web
On YouTube.
short web shorts, right?
Yeah.
So it's exciting. It's a great industry for young people.
Yeah, that likes the uncertainty, the chaos, and the frightening aspect of never getting hired again. Yet it is also the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, I mean, being able to contribute. So like when I worked in the movies, I was a location manager, well, mostly an assistant location manager, but I location managed a few shows, and yeah, it was like it was rewarding work in many ways. Like some of the stuff on Resident Evil, like seeing that on screen on a big like wide release theatrical release, like.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. I feel like it's a good way to build skills, like just general skills that are transferable to other careers. Like because of the skills that I built in the film industry, I was able to do this job.
Yeah.
And then because of the skills I built as an independent musician, I was able to do the film job.
That's right.
So
Creative people. Never
Absolutely.
underestimate creative people. People. Even if we go to bed at 4 a.m. and we have Cheetos all over ourselves. Not that that's anybody. What's your motto of the week?
my motto of the week:
Yeah.
one foot in front of the other.
That's a good motto.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just try to keep moving.
That's a really good motto. That's a really good motto.
If you want to make something in Sudbury, reach out to me. You can find us at filminsudbury.ca. That's where you can learn more about filming in Sudbury and find my contact.
Cool, man. Okay.
Thank you.